Have you seen the show at all?
Actually, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
What do you have it on? What platform?
YouTube. You type in RJ Relates, it pops up.
Well, RJ Relates?
Yeah. And then sometimes there'll be something else that'll pop up in front of it, but I don't know, nigga.
I have to subscribe.
Huh?
I have to subscribe.
Especially now that you're a guest. Did it pop up?
So yeah, I see it right now.
Was it the first one?
It was. This is intense, so yeah. That's good, man.
Yeah.
How long you been doing this?
3 years now?
Yeah, I see some 2 years, 3 years. This is great, man.
Thanks.
I'm trying to see how I can share it. Because share the show, that's how you get more subscribers.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to be doing too.
Yeah.
Alright.
You think my friends do that, but sometimes they do it. Sometimes I let them do it all the time. That's what I do when I start. It's my...
Is it like get rid of your little jitters and nerves?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Everybody got that little tip.
Yeah. Sometimes it's supposed to make fire, but it don't get fire up, you know.
You gotta have like one of them digital effects, and then when you do it, you can show the fire coming out from your hand.
Oh snap! That's a good idea.
Like some AI stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man.
Nobody on the channel ever said nothing like that. You get it. Nobody on the channel ever said nothing like that. What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all need to be more like him.
Hey, man, you know.
Yeah. Riddiman_T. E.
I don't even know how to do any of that stuff right now. You know nah, man, I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yes, sir. And so at the end, right? I say, and we'll catch y'all next time at RJ Relates.
Okay.
So you said RJ Relate.
All right.
Yeah, all right. You ready?
Yeah.
And we'll catch y'all next time on RJ.
Oh, run it back. My bad.
You just like everybody else that come on the show, man. They messed that up too, man.
In 1998, here came the impossible. Lil Boy was chosen, his life was not optional. So we tried to search for anything that was logical. He just found a world shockingly irresponsible, with people in it that never was held accountable. The world was smoking mirrors, definitely undeniable. Could he overcome it? It likely was astronomical. But if he really could, that boy would be unstoppable.
RJ Relates.
Viewing from his perspective, he was gonna kill anybody deceptive. Baby was so
catch
chill,
y'all
growing
next
into his
time.
own.
RJ Relates.
The boy finally left home. Just a money bill. Been starving for way too long. This reality, accepted it gradually. If you not the coolest, you gon' see it.
What's good, y'all? I'm Rodney.
I'm Julio.
And this is another episode of RJ Relates. Now, like I say for every video, this is a sacred place where we are 100% honest with ourselves and our audience. We talk about many topics such as depression, relationship views, life, movie, TV shows, anime, and many more. If y'all like this video at the end, please hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. If y'all want us to talk about other topics, you can hit those up in the comments below. Also reach us on our IGs as well, Riddiman_TE. But having said everything, let's jump into today's topic. But first, I want to introduce, we got a new guest on the show. His name is Julio. He's my big brother.
That's right.
And I want y'all to treat him with respect, all right? We got a new guest. Every time we come on the show, we always treat him with respect. 100% honesty. That's how we do it. Welcome to the show, bro.
Man, pleasure to be here, man. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now we're going to jump into today's topic. So today we're going to be talking about life, death.
Yeah.
After death, after life. What comes after it? That's what I want to talk about today. We all think about our lives in a way that we could live forever, but we know we don't live forever. We all have a time where it comes and goes, and there's a new life that's born. Sometimes we don't know what comes after it, or if there's anything after it. So today I want to talk about, Julio. Are you afraid of death? Are you afraid of not living before you die? Tell me about it.
You know, that's a interesting question, you know, because I never really thought about it like in perspective of like, am I afraid of death? Or like, sometimes like counterintuitively, like, am I even afraid to live? There's a couple of things that like I end up doing. Like, I know I kind of told you my journey, like how I went to school and then I had that job, I was working on the railroad. But like, I felt like I wasn't like I felt like I just haven't fulfilled what I had wanted to do. Like I felt like I haven't reached like my purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I was around a bunch of cats when I lived in New York, and a lot of them dudes, they were in the military. And then you'll be surprised because you'll think that I mean, these cats in the military, they super tough, they can fight, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But most of them just normal people, like you and I, down to earth people. And then they're living a life, and you'd be like, man, like it ain't as bad as it seems. I was working, I don't even think I ever really shared it with you. But like, you heard about the Stoneman Douglas shooting.
Yeah.
Right. And then fast forward a couple months later, they had the shooting at the airport.
Yeah.
Around that time, like Black Lives Matter, right? We had the George Floyd death, right? So all of this stuff, man, is surrounded by death. Like, I've seen just like people dying, and then people misinterpreting the people that for service members, police officers, you know, people in the military and stuff like that. What are they even doing to help? You know what I'm saying? So, and then fast forward that, like, then my son was born.
Yeah.
So death.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
And then life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for a while, man, like I was like, nothing really mattered in a sense, like just living free. And then when my son was born, like I felt like I needed to have greater purpose. But the funny thing about it is that he was born, and then I became unafraid of life, unafraid to lose life, right? So I took that leap of faith, man, came home and decided to be a police officer, putting my life on the line every day.
Yeah.
Because I thought that it'd give me more time with my son. Seeing that, like, it's like an oxymoron. Right?
Yeah.
Every day I go to work, man, I may not come home.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm thinking that, you know what, it's going to create more opportunities for me to be with my son.
Yeah.
And then COVID happens, people dying.
Yeah. More
Right?
death.
And then I join the military. Right?
Yeah.
If anything happened, we go to war, man, I'm putting myself on line for life. But I'm not afraid of it. Am I just living fearless?
What made you like not like? What got you to that point where you're just not afraid of it anymore? Was it after your son, or like was your son like the reason that you just no longer afraid of it, or do you just got numb to the pain, to the losses?
I guess the numbness is a real thing. Like, you know, I don't think in perspective, like, you know, and I don't know, I didn't share, but I am a police officer, you know, so I give them a little bit of the background story. So I am a police officer, and I work in Florida as I don't put on my uniform thinking that I'm going to die. You know what I'm saying? I put on my uniform thinking that I'm going to save your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no superhero complex type of thing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like,
it would be for me.
at the end of the day, I felt like I signed up to protect you. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like the counterintuitive part about like what happened in the George Floyd part. People like you and I, what we look like as far as police officers, you know what I'm saying? To be there for these people in this situation, to treat people the way they should be treated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
All right. So like that was one of the things that inspired me to do it. You know what I'm saying? So like if I could preserve your life, I'll put my life on the line for you. You know what I'm saying? So like I would have never thought, you know, that I put my life on the line for a stranger. Man, if you'd asked me to be a police officer when I was 21 years old, or to join the military out of high school, I'd be like, you crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna let no drill sergeant or somebody come in my face and talk crazy to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or 20 years old, I mean, what wisdom, what experience that I had in life to be able to tell somebody about something, right? And then we talk about life, to talk about loss, because as a police officer, we come to a call, and you know, that's the last time they talk to the person. How do you deal with that? You know, how do you make that person feel comfortable? You know, so I didn't feel comfortable early in my life to do it, and I would have never had recognized that. But now, you know, like I don't see the fear of it. You know, I fear it, you know, and it could be a big scheme of things because of the man above. You know what I'm saying? I've never felt a day in my life that I've been walking alone. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably heard the quote that, like, you know, I was in the beach, and when things got hard, man, it was one set of feet. It was always two set of feet, mine and someone else's, right? But when it got hard, it was by myself. It was only one set of feet. Then I'm asking, why, God? Why, when it got hard, it was only one set of feet? Where were you? And he looked back and tell you, well, it wasn't yours. That was me carrying you. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that?
I don't know who said it. Hey, but I read it before. But it was heavy.
It stuck with you, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then some people got it in like little posters, and you see like the little feet.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So get it off of Amazon. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
But it was heavy for me. So like, I feel like whatever his calling is for me, man, is whenever he asks me to come home, you know, I just got to be ready for it.
Yeah.
I had to put myself in the situations today, and then I have my vices. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I'm not walking a straight path. I'm not living perfect.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, you know, I mean, I try to make sure I follow the steps that put me in a position that I can go home when it's time to go home.
That was a cool perspective, man.
You and I, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know how much people know like about our family and like our background and stuff like that. But you know, our family, we got a young family.
Yeah.
And you know, we probably really don't know what loss is like. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to losing a close family member, someone that you really was like close to.
Yeah.
You know, I reflect on it sometimes, like, you know, when grandma had passed away, grandma Mother. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we were different. You know, we got an age gap. So I spent a little bit more time around Mother and stuff like that. You know, that one touched me. I broke my arm. And then I missed the funeral. Like, that was heavy. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
right, yeah.
I was like, dang, I couldn't even go. That's my grandma. And she was like, out of all my grandkids, you the only one that called me grandma. I remember on Christmas, I'm recording.
Oh, I call her grandma mother.
Yeah,
I know what you're
but
talking
just simply grandma.
But yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You know, but like, I remember Christmas, I'm sitting in, and I'm like recording. It was like Christmas before she passed. And she just singing. She got one of them old, like music tape players.
Yeah.
And I can play it. I probably get chills maybe if I listen to it, because I know something inside that recorded is probably speaking to us. You know what I'm saying? And then grandma look at me and she say, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing, grandma." I put the phone down. But I just regret not continuing recording it and talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff that you're doing here, bro, is awesome, because like these memories you won't be able to take away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you putting yourself in a situation for people to just tell their story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the part of like life too. You know what I'm saying? Because like we deal with stuff. I might have experienced stuff in life that you may never know. I'll never share it with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you say it. But you create this safe space where people could talk about it and just vent how they feel. You know what I'm saying? So, but when grandma passed, man, it was heavy. And I still don't know today, like, how it's affecting me. We're all brothers, you know. We got the same mom, we got a different dad. You know, your dad, he's like my father. You know what I'm saying? My father wasn't there. You know, like, and I don't know how that affect me today too, sometimes. I remember, I don't know if I ever told you this story, but like, when you were born, I was like, well, damn, where my dad at? Because Ronnie, Ben, I was like, everywhere he went, I was there. You know what I'm saying? But when you came in, he was like all heavy on you. But it makes sense. You're his son, you're his baby, he embraced you. You know what I'm saying? You may not be able to remember that, because how you gonna remember something when you was just coming out the womb? You know what I'm saying?
But everybody, I know, like, they can remember stuff when they was 3-4 years old. I don't know how you can remember that. Make no sense to me either. I don't remember nothing.
I don't remember anything. I think that sometimes like, you just might have some experience that you be like, dang.
Like, maybe like one thing, but like people act like they can remember like full-on conversation.
Oh yeah, no, see, I don't remember that. It's interesting. Talk about life, man, and not fearing. I mean, I don't know if everybody really ever asked you questions on it, but you know, I would have never jumped out of a plane. Not until like I joined the military.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what gave you the courage on your birthday that day? And then they ain't tell nobody. So when something would happen to you, bro, we'd be like, well, we didn't even know he did that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it was on my birthday too, was it? Yeah, it was the day after. But I guess, yeah, it was for my birthday. Maybe like the past year and a half, I said I wanted to do it. I just was afraid to do it.
Yeah.
So I remember at that time, I was going through issues like where I had like this ex and she was still around.
Yeah.
But at that moment she wasn't. So when I jumped out of that plane, I felt like if I could do this, I could do anything.
Yeah.
And then when I jumped out of that plane, I felt like the best part about it was when like the parachute opens and you're just watching the whole view, the whole world in a sense. And it just reminds you how beautiful life is. Like, life is so beautiful and there's so much more than any problems that you may have, because it's bigger. Like, you can explore so much in the world and you don't even know it. And when you were talking about mother, I didn't have probably like as close to you as mother was, but like I felt like I knew her enough to where like she was alive for a long time for me too, cause like I'm 26 and she died.
Yeah.
So it's like she was around for a long time for me, but again, I really don't feel like that connection was there for me.
Yeah.
But when they had like a brochure of her in her bio, like her bio, her whole life story, and it was like, wow, like she did a lot for her life. Like she did so much, and like she's like the head of our like family in a sense. Comes to death for people who lived a long and fulfilling life. I feel like for me, I don't take that sad because you fulfilled your life. You got to a place where you had a family, you lived your life to the fullest, you did the things you wanted to do, and it may suck how she may have died because, you know, it wasn't very peaceful. But at the end of the day, she lived a long life. So for people who live long lives, for me, I don't really feel like, I don't know because I haven't really fully experienced that yet. But I just feel like at the end of the day, it's coming. Everybody got a due date. So it's something like I expect to happen. But when it's something short notice where it happens too soon, that's when I feel like it's a sad thing. Like you weren't supposed to lose your life this quick.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to go away already.
Yeah.
Like you said, like something with Michael Jackson or Kobe Bryant.
That was tough.
Yeah. That's how much you love Kobe Bryant. So imagine like that. That was Dwayne Wade or LeBron James for me. I know that would have really affected me.
That was tough, man.
Because it's like Kobe is such an idol to you and to so many other people, and it was a freak accident. Like this, like that, he's gone, and it feels like he was so young. He was in his 40s, and it's just like you're never gonna see him again. Hear about anything he does new, he's gone, and I feel like that's so hard to accept.
Yeah, and it lost the love for basketball when he passed away. I can remember. I don't know if you remember my friend Damali. But one day, I was asleep. And Vincent went off to school, so I was in the other room now. When we was in North Florida, you had yours. And I get a call, you know, the phone. You pick up the phone right there by the computer, that phone.
Yeah.
He called me. He was like, bro. I'm like, what's up? He's like, Kobe got 61. I'm like, so? You know what I'm saying? Because Kobe had just dropped 61 on Maverick's head the night before, right? He was like, but it's the third quarter.
That's the 81 point.
He dropped 81. You know what I'm saying? And so, fast forward, I can't remember how many years later, 2020, I'm getting a call. Same cat.
Wow.
And he's like, hey, yo, bro, you won't believe this. I'm like, what? Yeah, Kobe died. I'm like, we got the phone. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, don't call me and say some stupid stuff like that, bro. You crazy? Like, why would you even say that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's dumb, bro. Like, I don't play like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Turn on ESPN. You see all of this stuff, seeing it. You know, but the interesting thing, bro, and then when I'm a father, like how you said, but Kobe had lived a fulfilling life, right? I mean, yeah, he was in his 40s, but a man that made 5 NBA championships, man made millions, man was able to birth a couple children, and man was able to, you know, have a wife, see life, help people, travel. So, like, depending on who you ask, you know.
You could say he had just as long as anyone else.
Had a fulfilling life.
Yeah.
But not his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And that touched me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so like I kind of lost the love for basketball, and then I just recently picked up coaching. You know, and like I feel like that Mamba mentality, bro, has always been in me.
Yeah.
You know, and I carry that, and I don't know, like even if I don't know how the topics go and what topics you're gonna pick, but like I know you mentioned one like about friendships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe wasn't big on friendships. He had them. But he was so self-driven, focused on the craft, on being a better version of himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, the way he kind of made it seem as if he didn't have friends, but he had people to support him, right? Because in order to be the best version of yourself, you do need people to support you. His wife was there, Gary Vitti, right? The athletic trainer. You know, when Kobe died, he retired. Well, I think when Kobe retired, he retired because that was like his right hand.
Yeah.
That was just his effort, the effort that he put into life in general. And you know, so like I try to mimic that.
Yeah.
The drive, the passion, anything that I do in life. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, that when it's time for me to go, I can say at least I did everything that I tried to do.
Yeah.
Or at least I answered your calling, God, that you put me out to do. You know what I'm saying? And it was interesting, like, and it's something deeper than like when grandma had passed. I had this one pastor tell me, he was like, and it's funny that like not only was she your grandma, she was your sister. And that's just deeper than probably this conversation could take us. You know, but that was like, I was dumbfounded when I heard it. You know what I'm saying? And I got her birth certificate and I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's crazy. Because then when you see how like some of the pieces put together, you go, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Some of these things, like you don't know where in your heart, in your mind, you pocket them. Because you could have loss and not even lost someone. You know, like my son isn't here, my son is in New York, bro. That's a loss that I live with every day. Knowing it's something that I can't reach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then certain just intangible parts, grandma, Kobe, these little things. You might lose a toy when you was a kid. Where does that go? You know, like how do you channel that? Because it might be important to you, but you're hiding it somehow, you know? So like I don't know how I mask it, but I just keep going. You know what I'm saying? And try not to live in fear.
With me, I just feel like I haven't experienced a lot of things in my life. So I feel like if I were to die right now, I would hate that. There are some things that I do have regrets about, but I don't think there's still things in my life I know I want to do and I want to like achieve.
Yeah.
I'm more of like I just want something simple, you know. I want a family of my own. I want to have a career. I want to be able to do this for the rest of my life. I want to just be content and happy after that. I don't really have no more desire than that. I just want to be happy with the people I have around me, my family, you, everybody.
Yeah.
And then when it's all said and done, I go. And for me, that would be satisfying. It's kind of really always what I wanted in my life. Back then, I didn't really fully understand that. Back then, I kind of wanted just attention, you know, without really knowing exactly what I wanted, why I wanted that attention. But now I know that I just want that love for my whole life. I want that love for my son, my daughter, my wife. And I want to be in a place where, like, if I had a son, if I had a daughter, right now I would say, yeah, I'm afraid of dying. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
It's just way too soon, and I feel like I would be robbed if it ever happened to me right now, God forbid. But if I had a son or I had a daughter, I feel like that would go away just like that, because I would do anything to protect them no matter what.
Yeah.
Just like that. I think it's kind of funny how life could just, you know, turn on you like that.
You say that, but like you are a product of the people around you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when my son was born, I had that change. When your dad, when you were born, you had that change. I seen it. Physically seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say the same like with mom, because obviously I wasn't born to see her change. You know, but like from my understanding, like, you know, like our older brother spent a lot of time with grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like mom was still in school. You know what I'm saying? But when I was born, like she made it that all of us were together. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't happening, ain't no separation. Right? And you know, she said she'd lie, she'd do anything for her cubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she got that corny wallpaper on her laptop with Lions and Clubs, literally.
Yeah. But that's what we're about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting to say that because, like, you know, we talk about, you said like friendships too, you know, but like we have relationships here that we have to work on. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes that's why friendships are hard to maintain, because even our immediate relationships, you know, they're not as strong as they probably should be. You know, but like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I haven't talked to you in years, right? Obviously that's not the case. If you call me for something, boom, like I'm jumping up, I'm doing it, right? Because I'm like, there's no other choice. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got that in you already.
I agree. RJ relates, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's a heavy topic.
Story. No, it's real though. Like you said, I think life is what you make of it. We all are who we are, and it don't matter how deep it is. We can go deep as we can. This is RJ Relates. We keep it 100% real with the audience and the people here, and we don't care what it is. We don't pull no lies. We don't pull no punches. We do it here, 100. You know what I'm saying?
My guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we do it here.
All right.
You know, but that's all we got for today's topic. If y'all want us to talk about this again, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. If y'all want us to talk about other topics, you can hit those up in the comments below. Also reach us on our IGs as well. _T.
I don't even know how to do any half that stuff right there. Nah, man, I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yes, sir. And so in the end, right? I say we'll catch y'all next time at RJ Relates.
Okay.
So you said RJ Relate.
All right.
Yeah. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
And we'll catch y'all next time on RJ.
Oh, run it back. My bad.
Just like everybody else that come on the show, man. They messed that up too, man.
All right, my bad. The first time I caught it right.
Yeah, you did get it right the first time. A lot of people messed that up too. All right. So let's do it again. All right. We'll catch y'all next time on RJ Relates.
I get shy in front of the camera, man.
Yeah, I noticed. You weren't really looking at the camera.
Nah, man, I let the camera look at me.
We gotta look at it a little bit. So I couldn't even look at the audience because you were looking at me so much. I felt bad.
Well, I'm talking to you. I'm engaged with you right now.
I know, but like you gotta look at. But you know, sometimes you need a little crazy in your life, man. Sometimes you need a little, to bring out the real you. You know what I mean? Some people are so scared to show the real them, man. And ain't nothing wrong with showing the real you. Mm-hmm. Unless you're into some weird shit, then maybe you should keep that to yourself.
Like Diddy.
Yes. Michael's only gonna like Muzi. He's like right next to you. But like if you're like 5 feet from Michael, run away from this dude. You're 5 feet from Jason. You're not.
You're on a damn court.
Y'all next time on RJ Relates.
Hey, babe.